First, let's check out some one-point perspective projects done by other teachers and students. This is the concept we're trying to capture in this lesson. You can put your own unique spin on it. I'm going to go over instructions shortly. Step 1 is to make a horizon line across your paper, which you're also placing in what we call a landscape perspective, which is the long side is going across, is perpendicular to your body. So use a ruler. If you don't have a ruler, you can use the edge of a book. Remember, we can always be resourceful if we don't have the materials that we think we need. You might want to make it maybe halfway up the page. It depends how big you want your sky and how big you want your road. In the center, I'm going to make a dot, which is going to be my vanishing point on my horizon line where things look like they're fading away into the background. So this is 11 inches. I'm going to do 5.5. Now I need to put in my guiding lines and my lines that are going to become the road. And going out to the other side. So I made my horizon line. I've added my vanishing point to the center, and I've made 2 diagonal lines which will turn into our road. And I'm going to stop right there because I'm going to add a car a little later. Okay, our next step is to draw in our guiding lines. Our guiding lines are going to be even lighter than the road because they're not permanent. And the first one is very narrow. You find your vanishing point, place your ruler or straight edge there, and bring it on down so that you have very little space here. Very little. You guys see what I've done there? Very little. Just a little. And line it up with the vanishing point. Line it up with your line. Remember to pause the video at any point. Draw a light line there. And then we're going to add our second guiding line now. It's going to go above the horizon line. You could go all the way to the top corner. I think that's going to be a lot. So I'm going to go a little lower than that. All right, and if you want to make sure you're exactly precise, you can measure the distance from where that line ended and the horizon line. It looks like I have 5 centimeters. So I'm going to place my ruler here. And now it's time to start adding in whatever we're going to draw here to make it look like it's fading away and getting smaller and smaller as it approaches the horizon line. And for the simplicity of this project, I'm going to draw trees. So my tree goes over here from top to bottom. As you saw in the example, some people drew buildings. So here I'm going to go a bit backwards with it. I'm going to make this my tall tree here. All right. It can go a little outside here if you want, outside that line. And I'm going to go straight down with the roots of my tree. Not passing my little line here, which I've established as my interior guideline for the horizon line. I'm going to do that same concept on the opposite side. Make my tree top here. Bring it down all the way to my first guiding line. All right, now we're going to repeat this going all the way to the center with my tree tops getting smaller each time. Now there's some gaps. You could add more trees in, or you can just let it be. This is what it's like to add another tree in. Makes it look like it's on the side but further away. You can do a little overlapping from our last unit, our last drawing project. All right, that's a works too. It looks like you have a cluster of trees in the distance. All right, so here we have our basic outline. We need to clean up our lines and add color. Now, I am going to start by erasing the guiding lines at the top. I made them a little too dark, but that's okay. My color will cover it. I'm going to erase my vanishing point so it doesn't look like an intentional vanishing point. I want this to look like the sun is just heading away. I made a half moon for my sun. I'm going to make some rays going out. Now, if you come to Fun Friday Art Club, I'm drawing a version of a car that you have drawn in that class. All right, so we'll start with a horizontal line, 2 diagonal lines. It's going to be a little sketchy, and we can clean up our lines later. Sketchy meaning a drawing sketch, not polished. Okay, and bring this side down. Next, we're going to have a long line here. Oval ends. Get some taillights in there, add a bumper, add a wheel from the behind. Look how we can make this simple car look like it's driving down the road, curved edge, curved edge, curved edge. Let's put some tire track marks on here, those little zigzags that tires have. All right. And I think we need the back of the seat. And there you have it. Voila, a car going down the road. Now I'm going to add color. All right, 4th and 5th grade, here's my finished product. I added another little highway line here to create more of that perspective of looking in and down a long road. I can't wait to see your masterpieces. Please do color them in. I think they add a lot of pop. And enjoy the project.